Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. We're going to be doing our weekly analysis for February 19th to the 23rd for our Forex trading. I'm going to show some of my top pairs and kind of the reasons why I'm going to look for potential trade opportunities with those pairs in this week's market. So let's get into it. So first up, we have GBP NZD, and this is my top pair for this week, and let me say why. So first off, weekly time frame, we're bullish, right? We're somewhat creating a head and shoulders pattern now, right? We've came up here, we went down below, and now we're up here. And we're kind of retesting previous market structure here, potentially to go long, right? So we're kind of like mirroring this. So we switched to bullish on the weekly. On the daily time frame, we had a very strong daily move upwards, coming back to around Fibonacci area, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Yeah, kind of like rejecting the 0.5 Fibonacci. And on the daily, we switched to bullish as well, because we were bullish here, kind of like turning bearish somewhat. I'm not sure if you really want to count this as a bullish or bearish candle. Sometimes you could just count this as bullish, but whatever. Either way, we broke above this, I guess, lower high, making it bullish. And we are at an area of interest. We're kind of rejecting, see this daily candlestick rejected the daily EMA. On the 4 hour, nothing too special here, but we do have two time frames in sync now, the weekly and the daily. So if we can simply get a shift of structure on the 1 hour, whatever it may be, then I'm probably going to be looking for buys, hopefully around the area of retesting our 30-minute EMA. So I don't know exactly when, but maybe the end of Monday into Tuesday London session, then that'll be kind of my time of entry for this one, but we still have to see if the market will play out how we want it to. Next up, we have AUD CAD. AUD CAD is another very strong one. This one has been doing us well lately. We've had a couple good wins. We had a win here, a loss, win, another win. So we're kind of like on a good win streak with AUD CAD. But on the weekly time frame, we are bearish, right? We had this, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then we broke our higher low, making it bearish. We're coming back to around the mid-level, somewhat around Fibonacci levels, and we're kind of approaching our weekly EMA. On the daily, same thing, huge bearish move. We did shift into bullish, but that's perfectly fine because we're gonna have to wait for it to come back a little bit stronger. We want it to kind of reach this area of interest. Hopefully around that time, it'll also be touching our daily EMA, which would be also a great time to reject. So we're kind of just looking for it to come up into this 4 hour / daily area of interest, seeing our shift of structure, hopefully some type of head and shoulders. I would love to see the daily turn bearish as well. But if not, then at least the 4 hour. If both the 4 hour and the daily are still both bullish, then I won't take the trade. And even if it heads down in our direction that we want it to, then it is what it is, and we just move on. But yeah, we're at least looking for the daily or 4 hour to switch into bearish momentum right before we place the trade. So that's for that. AUD JPY, it's kind of similar to last week's video I believe I made. We're just simply, breaking out from these highs over here, still waiting for a retest of this area of interest, this market structure into going long again. Not much to say here. The JPY pairs, a lot of them are bullish. CAD JPY, AUD JPY, whatever it may be, all seem very strong bullish movements. So that's why I'm definitely always looking into a JPY pair to have on my watch list. Next up, Euro AUD. Euro AUD, pretty simple. Let's see. So weekly, definitely rejecting our Fibonacci. What is this level? 0.68 area. Any kind of like rejection in this area is what I kind of look for. These are kind of like the main numbers. I know there's like some Fibonacci patterns where there's like another level. Let me see. Like there's like an additional level somewhat down here, and then you can say like, oh, I'm gonna enter in here and this is my take profit zone. But I didn't learn that, and honestly I don't really care because that's not what I'm trading. But I just still kind of like it whenever it's within that, halfway range from the bearish move or bullish move, whatever it may be. So yeah, so we're somewhat bearish here. We can say we're bullish, which it technically is bullish because of these blues, these weekly blues. So that's not like the prettiest thing to see, but we are creating like a double top here. We came down and we're coming back to retest our market structure on the weekly. So what does that mean exactly? Weekly is maybe still bullish. So even if we have it at bullish, we still need at least the daily and the 4 hour to be bearish. So on the daily, we are bullish still. And then if we break below, now thinking about it, this may be even still bullish to some extent simply because of this move. But it still looks really clean. So maybe this won't be like super important to us, this pair. I might have to rethink about this one. Maybe I'll put this one as my like last watch list pair, just because I really want to stick to the proper strategy and not kind of like change it, or else that's how you kind of end up taking losses when you don't need to. But either way, it was looking super clean to me, mainly because if we do break below these daily lows, a lot of this structure, it would be really strong to come back, retest this daily EMA, retest this daily area of interest, and then continue to the downside as well. Kind of like how I have it drawn up here. So we're kind of like looking for something like this. And our daily EMA would end up somewhere being like here, kind of like in the perfect spot for it to reject, which would be great. So maybe like next week or so, if we have a few days that come down into here, let's say the weekly like ends here or something, then perhaps the following week we can wick up into it before continuing our downtrend. So maybe I'll have to just double check on this Euro AUD and kind of just keep a closer eye on it. Maybe not trade it this week, but still on my watch list. And then I believe NZD CAD is our final one for this week. And this one was kind of unfortunate. Last week I did place a trade in NZD CAD, and it did turn out to be a loss. And I think maybe I could have been a little bit more selective with this one, mainly because of this 4 hour market structure closing below this kind of market structure point. And the reason why that's kind of important is because then it kind of shifts it into the bearish. It shifts it bearish, right? So on the daily, it was looking super strong because we have this huge bearish move, head and shoulders, which was great. If you want to see in my last week's video, I explained kind of like why it would be super strong. But yeah, we had a reverse head and shoulders, and we were right around, this area. And then we came back. We were retesting this upper area of interest. We waited for a good moment, right? We rejected this bottom area. We were creating a lot of 4 hour bullish market structure, and then we got in right before this big huge blue candle, and then unfortunately we got an even bigger huge red candle, which is super unfortunate, but it's okay. But I still think this may be valid for next week, but we want to see more confirmations this time. And just be really selective about this one, because the last thing I want to do, and the last thing I hate doing, as I used to do it all the time, was, you have one losing trade on, like, let's say Euro USD, and like the next week you're placing like 2 or 3 trades on Euro USD again and again and again, because you still think it's in the same direction that you want it to go, but it's like it keeps on countering you. So that's why I always like to be selective. If I just like lose a trade on a pair, then if it doesn't look even cleaner the next time, then I'm just not going to trade it. So But it still looks super strong. Like this area of interest is still super strong to me. So many wicks, so many bodies rejecting off of this area. So this could still have potential, but let's see. So we have, yeah, just the reverse head and shoulders, kind of like consolidation, and then hopefully we can get something like this where we create a lower wick here and then kind of boom up into here. Let's see if we maybe can hit something like this. Like a 1 to 3 I'll be happy about if I even want to open up my stop loss a little bit more. Kind of like below this consolidation zone. 1 to 2 I'll be happy about. Recently I think I've been wanting to keep my take profits a little bit smaller because I feel like I've been kind of reaching it. I've been trying to always go for like 1 to 5s or 1 to 4s. Like those are always really big. So I might just shoot for like maybe 1 to 2, 1 to 2.5, something like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are my pairs for this week. And yeah, I'm going to actually be converting some of these sections on this YouTube video into shorts for my Instagram and for my TikTok. So check out the link tree in the bio if you want to just see like quicker versions instead of having to watch this whole YouTube video. I think that'd be great, and also a great way to reach out to other audiences that perhaps don't see my YouTube channel. But yeah, that's it for today. GBP NZD, the main pair for this week, so keep on a lookout, and I will see you guys next week. Have a good one, guys. Peace.